Hey guys, this is Frankie and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute DIY Gudetama out of yarn and felt. Keep watching. Things you're going to need is felt, glue. You're going to need a 3.8 centimeter or 3.5 centimeter pom-pom maker, scissors, yarn, and something to mark with. Now this is the book that I am referencing out of. This book is in Japanese. I cannot read Japanese, so I'm just kind of looking at stuff and looking at pictures and winging it. Here's a closer look of the book. I think the book is a nice reference to look off of, especially if you can read Japanese. So by all means, now right here I'm showing you the pattern. I'm not going to be using this pattern because you guys don't have this pattern. So I'm going to show you how to do this without even having the book or the pattern in front of you. If you want to buy the book, by all means support the author and buy the book. Now I'm using, for me, a 3.8 centimeter pom-pom maker. Now I'm going to take my yarn and I'm going to wrap it around about 60 to 65 times. The book says about 80, but I did not go that far because when I was wrapping, it was getting really stuffed and there was no way 80 times was going to make it around there. So I basically wrapped it as much as I could, and that ended up being like 60 to 65 wraps around. So enjoy the wrapping process. Now it is time to cut after you done wrapped. So we're snipping it down the middle. And now we're gonna tie it off so that it doesn't come undone and you can have your little half a pom-pom. You don't have to wrap the other side because it's like a sunny side, egg. It's only going to be half of the circle and not the whole circle. And when I was tying this tighter, it was easier if I popped it out of the thing. Even though I didn't completely finish tying everything, it was better to just take it out because I could get a better tie on this. But just make sure when you're taking it out of the pom-pom maker that it's tied tight enough so that it's not coming apart when you're trying to tie it once you've released it from the pom-pom maker. Now you see my little half circle. And after this, you're just going to try to shape him up and trim him up, make it look like an egg yolk. Now when I was kind of trimming it, I was kind of trying to make it look a little more oval shaped because Gudetama, he has like a lot of little forms, but he's kind of oval shaped with his little legs and his arms and stuff, so I'm trying to do more of oval. Now here I'm just kind of adjusting it. Now when you're happy, time to move on to the next step. Cutting out the little white part of the egg. So now you're just going to kind of place your little yolk in the middle, and you're going to kind of gauge what kind of size. Now I started using a mechanical pencil, and it did not really rub off well onto the fabric. So I ended up, which you'll see in a few minutes, bringing out some tailor's chalk. You don't have to use tailor's chalk. Whatever you can use that makes a mark on your felt. But be careful if you're using white, not to use something that you can't hide or it's too dark, and you won't be able to. You'll be able to see it after you finish. You don't kind of want to stay away from something like that because this is not going to get washed or anything. So whatever you decide to use, be careful with it. This I used the tailor's chalk because I knew that I was going to cut it out and I was going to glue 2 layers on top of each other, so you were not really going to see it. So now it's time to glue the 2 separate pieces together. You do not have to use fabric tack. I just personally like fabric tack. Any type of glue that adheres any type of fiber type substance together, feel free to use that. I'm just gluing the edges of it. I'm not like gluing the whole thing. I'm just kind of gluing just the edges. If you would like to add a little more and you want to put a little bit in the center, by all means go for it. I'm just doing the edges. Now it's time to cut out the eyes and the mouth, and I'm just cutting like small like oval shapes. Yeah, and these are getting like really small, so I have to kind of really cut a little bit, gauge it, cut a little bit, gauge it kind of thing. Once you got the eye the way you want it, instead of trying to cut randomly again, just use the other eye as a template and just cut around it. The eyes kind of look like black sesame seeds to me. Now it's time to cut out the mouth, and you're still going to do an oval type of shape, but bigger. And then the bottom is going to be a little bit flatter. You can also use a reference picture to help you with the eye and mouth shape. There you go. Now we have the mouth, and we are going to also take a strip of white and cut a little bit in there to kind of fit inside the mouth. And then you're going to have to glue that down. Trim as needed. You're going to glue the white part of the mouth onto the black part of the mouth, and then you're going to glue the eyes and all that good stuff onto the yellow egg yolk. And then glue the egg yolk to the egg white. And also when I was looking at the book comparing pictures, I noticed theirs was more fluffy and fuzzy, and what I think they did was brush it out more, which I didn't do. So if you want to test that out and brush it out and see if it comes more, voluminous, by all means go for it. But I think we did a pretty good job, so thank you very much for watching.